Take a moment now to settle into a comfortable position. You might be sitting or lying down. Let your body find its natural ease. If it feels right, softly close your eyes and begin to notice your breath. There is no need to change its natural rhythm. Feel the air as it enters through your nose, filling your lungs slowly and completely. Hold it lightly at the top of your breath. It softly through your mouth, noticing the gentle flow as the breath leaves your body. Let each breath bring you deeper into calm. Allow your shoulders to drop and your jaw to soften. Let your hands rest without tension. As you breathe, sense the subtle movement in your body, the rising and falling of your chest and belly. Each breath is an invitation to return again and again to this moment. As you settle into this quiet awareness, hold in your mind a simple question, one that has echoed through centuries of Zen practice. What is the sound of one hand clapping? Perhaps you have heard this before, or perhaps it is entirely new. Let the question rest there, gently, without urgency. Don't try to solve it. Don't rush to find an answer. Instead, allow the question to open a space inside you, a space where curiosity and stillness can coexist. This question is not a riddle meant to be cracked like a puzzle. Beyond the binary ways we usually understand the world, imagine the sound of two hands clapping. You know that sound well. It is sharp, clear, unmistakable. Consider just one hand. What could its sound be? Is there a sound at all? The mind tries to grasp it, to complete the image, but the sound dissolves before it can be caught. In this place of not knowing, the cone quietly asks you to pause. It beckons you to listen with more than your ears. It invites you to listen with your whole being. Now, let your awareness soften and expand. Feel the silence surrounding you, not a silence that is empty or hollow, but a silence rich with presence. Notice the gentle space between sounds, the hush that lives between the ticking of a clock, between the rustling of leaves, between your own thoughts. This silence is alive. It holds a quiet wisdom, waiting patiently for you to notice it. Try to imagine silence, not as the absence of sound, but as the very foundation beneath all sound, like the still surface of a lake reflecting the sky above. Shift with the breeze, but the water beneath remains calm and steady. The sound of one hand is like that stillness beneath the noise. As you breathe in, sense this stillness growing inside you, of any need to grasp or understand. Rest instead in the quiet presence that is always here, even when the mind is busy. You do not have to force this calm. It is already within you, waiting to be uncovered. The cone is a reminder that not all questions have straightforward answers. Sometimes the purpose of a question is to stop us from rushing ahead and to bring us back to what is real, the simple, silent now. When we stop chasing answers, we begin to see more clearly. We begin to hear the world in a new way, not filtered through judgments or concepts, but directly and freshly. Allow yourself to be with the question without needing to solve it. Let the curiosity unfold gently, like a flower opening in the morning sun. Notice how the question draws your attention to what is often overlooked, the spaces between, the pauses, the invisible threads that connect all things. In this space, time slows, the past and future recede, and only this present moment remains. Feel how your body responds to this stillness. Perhaps your breathing becomes slower, deeper. Perhaps your heartbeat feels steady and calm. You might sense a soft warmth spreading through your chest or a lightness in your mind. These subtle shifts are signs that you are entering a different kind of awareness, one that does not depend on words or ideas, but on direct experience. In this quiet presence, there is no need to do anything. There is only being here, now, with your breath, your body, and the gentle silence. You might notice a sense of openness, as if the boundaries between yourself and the world are softening. This is the essence of mindfulness, being fully present without resistance, without striving. The sound of one hand is like the sound of your own being, unique, subtle, and beyond measure. It cannot be captured by thought or described by language, because it is the source of all sounds. It is the silence that makes sound possible. It is the stillness that gives rise to movement. It is the space in which all things arise and dissolve. As you rest in this awareness, allow any thoughts that arise to come and go, like clouds passing across the sky. You do not need to hold on to them or push them away. Simply notice them with gentle curiosity and let them drift away. Return again and again to the sound of one hand, the silence beneath all noise. There is a profound freedom in this practice. When you no longer depend on answers or certainty, you become free to experience life as it is, moment by moment, without resistance or fear. This freedom is not something to be achieved in the future. It is available now, whenever you choose to open to it. Breathing in, feel your connection to this present moment deepening. Breathing out, let go of any tension or worry. Let yourself be carried by the gentle rhythm of your breath. Imagine that each inhale brings fresh energy and clarity, and each exhale releases all that no longer serves you. The sound of one hand is a reminder to listen deeply, not only to the sounds around you, but to the silence within. This silence is not empty or lifeless. When you listen with this kind of attention, you begin to hear the music of existence itself. In this listening, there is a space where opposites cease to divide. There is no longer a separation between self and other, sound and silence, light and dark. Everything merges in a vast, interconnected whole. This is the essence of Zenda, direct experience of reality, beyond duality and conceptual thought. Your mind feels restless or distracted, gently return to your breath. Let the breath be your anchor, your guide back to this silent place. Each breath is a new beginning, a fresh invitation to be present. There is no need to hurry or force anything. Simply allow yourself to be here, exactly as you are. You might notice that the more you practice resting in this silence, the more your daily life changes. The rush of worry and planning begins to soften. The sharp edges of frustration and fear become more gentle. You begin to see yourself and others with greater compassion and understanding. The sound of one hand is not something to be found outside of yourself. It is not a secret or a mystery hidden far away. It is the essence of your own being, always present beneath the surface of thought. Imagine yourself sitting beside a still lake at dawn. The water is perfectly calm, mirroring the soft colors of the morning sky. There is no wind, no ripples, only a perfect, peaceful stillness. This stillness is like the sound of one hand, the silent heart of the world. Rest here for a few moments, allowing the quiet to fill you completely. Feel the ease of being fully present without any need to do or change anything. This moment, just as it is enough. When you feel ready, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Feel the weight of your body supported by the surface beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in and exhale fully. If your eyes have been closed, slowly open them. Take in the light and colors around you. Carry this sense of calm and presence with you as you move through your day. Remember, the sound of one hand is always within you, this silent space of awareness that is the source of peace and clarity. Whenever life feels overwhelming or noisy, return to this place of stillness. Let your breath and your listening guide you home. Thank you for sharing this moment of quiet with me. May the gentle sound of one hand clapping continue to open your heart and mind to the beauty of the present moment. May you carry this calm awareness into all that you do. Find a quiet place where you can be comfortable and undisturbed for a little while. Settle yourself in a relaxed posture, whether sitting or lying down, and if it feels right, softly close your eyes. Bring your attention gently to your breath. Notice how the air flows in and out, naturally and effortlessly. There is no need to control it, just observe. Feel the breath as it enters your nostrils, cool and fresh, filling your lungs. Hold the breath for a brief moment at the top, then release it slowly through your mouth, softening your whole body as you exhale. Allow each breath to bring you deeper into ease and presence. Let your shoulders drop, your hands rest easily, and your face softened now. Imagine before you a simple bowl. It is empty, plain, and unadorned. Notice its shape, its smooth curves, the way light touches its surface. This bowl is waiting. It is ready to receive whatever may come, yet it holds nothing at this moment. The emptiness is complete and whole. There is no lack in this emptiness. It is not a void to be feared, but a space full of possibility. In this moment, you are like the empty bowl. You do not need to be filled or overflowing to be complete. There is a profound freedom in being empty. When the bowl is full, it cannot hold more. But when it is empty, it is open to everything. It is ready for new experiences, new insights, new moments. It invites life to flow in and through it without resistance. Consider how often in life we carry fullness inside us, fullness of expectations, plans, worries, and desires. We pile thoughts and feelings one on top of another, like a bowl filled beyond capacity. Sometimes this fullness feels heavy and burdensome. Other times it feels exciting, as if having much to do or to achieve gives us purpose. Yet fullness can also close us off. When the bowl is too full, there is no room for surprise, no space for what is unexpected. Take a slow, deep breath in. As you breathe out, imagine releasing some of this fullness. Let go of the expectations you hold about how things should be, how you should feel, what you should accomplish. Let the weight of those expectations fall away like water slipping from a smooth stone. Feel the relief in letting go. Notice how your body responds. Perhaps your shoulders drop a little more, your jaw unclenches, or your heart feels lighter. Being an empty bowl does not mean being empty of life or meaning. It means being open. It means embracing simplicity and allowing yourself to rest in the present moment without needing to fill it up with thoughts or plans. It is a willingness to be exactly as you are, without judgment, or pressure. Imagine that bowl again. See it not as something lacking, but as something whole and perfect in its emptiness. It is ready to be used in any way. It can hold water, food, light, or even just air. The emptiness itself is what makes it useful. Without emptiness, the bowl has no function. Without space inside, it cannot serve its purpose. In your own life, what would it mean to become like this bowl? What would it mean to let go of the need to be constantly full, to let go of striving, of clinging to outcomes? Could you find peace in simply being open and receptive? Could you allow life to fill you gently in its own time and way? As you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, bring your attention to any places in your body where you might be holding tension or resistance. These may be subtle or obvious. With each exhale, imagine these areas softening, loosening, becoming more spacious. Let the fullness of stress or worry dissolve into the vast openness within you. Feel the natural rhythm of your breath like a tide, ebbing and flowing. Each inhale brings a fresh wave of calm. Each exhale releases what no longer serves you. You are like that bowl, empty, but ready to be filled with whatever the moment brings. You are not separate from life. You are part of its flow, always moving between fullness and emptiness. This balance between fullness and emptiness is a natural part of being alive, just as the seasons cycle between growth and rest. So too do our minds and hearts move through times of fullness and times of letting go. When we resist this natural flow, we create tension and suffering. When we accept it, we find ease and grace. Imagine now holding the bowl gently in your hands. Feel its weight, its texture. You do not need to rush or force anything. The bowl waits patiently. So too can you wait patiently with yourself. There is no hurry to fill yourself or to become something different. You are already complete, just as you are. Think of a moment in your life when you felt overwhelmed by too many thoughts, feelings, or demands. Notice how it felt to be so full. Now, imagine setting those burdens down beside the bowl. See them there, separate from you, and allow yourself to breathe freely into the space left behind. Let that space grow inside you. This empty space is not nothingness. It is a place of quiet strength, a wellspring of calm and clarity. From this place, creativity and insight can arise. From this openness, true connection and compassion can flow. Allow yourself now to rest fully in this openness. There is nothing to fix or change, just the gentle awareness of being here, now empty and ready. Let your mind be like still water, reflecting the sky without disturbance. Let your heart be like the bowl, open and welcoming if thoughts come, as they naturally will. Notice them without judgment. See them as passing clouds moving across the vast sky of your awareness. You do not need to follow them or hold on to them. Let them drift by and return to the feeling of your breath and the image of the empty bowl. Notice how this simple image carries a deep wisdom. The bowl teaches us about the value of letting go. It teaches us about the beauty of simplicity and the power of openness. In a world that often values doing, achieving, and accumulating, the bowl reminds us that being empty is just as important as being full. As you breathe, feel a growing sense of peace inside you. This peace comes not from having everything figured out, but from accepting what is. It comes from releasing the need to control or fill every moment. It comes from trusting that you are enough, just as you are. You might feel a soft smile arise, or a gentle warmth in your chest. These are signs that you are connecting with the deeper parts of yourself, the parts that do not depend on conditions or circumstances. These parts know that emptiness is fullness, that letting go is freedom. Spend a few more moments here, breathing slowly and deeply, resting in the spaciousness of the empty bowl. Let yourself be nourished by this calm. Let yourself be renewed by this simplicity. When you feel ready, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet. Feel the surface supporting you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath in and exhale fully. If your eyes have been closed, slowly open them. Take in the light and colors around you. Carry with you the peace and openness of the empty bowl throughout your day. Remember that you can return to this place anytime you need. The bowl is always there, waiting for you to let go and be free. May you find joy in emptiness, strength in simplicity, and grace in letting go. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment of presence with me. Find a quiet place to settle into, somewhere you can be comfortable and free from distraction. Sit or lie down in a way that feels natural and restful. Your breath. Feel the air as it moves in through your nose, cool and refreshing. Follow it as it fills your lungs gently and naturally. Hold the breath for a moment at the top, then slowly release it through your mouth, softening your body with the exhale. With each breath, let yourself relax a little more. Soften your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and let your hands rest easily. Is nothing you need to do except be here now. Bring to mind the image of a still pool of water beneath a full moon on a clear night. The moon shines brightly above, its light casting a silver glow that shimmers on the surface of the water. Reflection is beautiful and clear, yet it is not the moon itself. It is a mirror, a delicate image dancing on the water's surface, shaped and moved by ripples and the slightest breeze. The moon in the water is both real and not real at the same time. We see on the nature of perception itself. Just as the moon's reflection appears on the water, so to do the images and stories in our minds reflect the world around us. But just as the reflected moon is not the actual moon, so too are our perceptions not always the direct experience of reality. They are filtered through thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and memories. The water, sometimes clear and bright, other times distorted and unclear. As you breathe slowly and deeply, consider how often your mind confuses reflection for reality. How often do we believe the stories we tell ourselves about who we are, what is happening, and what will happen next? How often do we cling to our judgments and interpretations as if they were absolute truths? To see beyond these reflections, to recognize the difference between appearance and essence, feel your awareness opening gently. Allow yourself to notice the thoughts that arise, the images that appear in your mind. Observe them as if you were watching reflections on a pond. Notice their shapes and colors without needing to grasp or change them. See them come and go naturally, like clouds drifting across a vast sky. Now imagine the surface of the water growing still. The ripples fade away. The reflection of the moon becomes perfectly clear and calm. In this stillness, the reflection loses its wavering edges and rests in pure silence. It is not the moon itself, but it carries the moon's light faithfully. In this moment, the water and the moon are in perfect harmony. You are like that water. Your mind, when calm and open, can reflect the world without distortion. You can see things as they are, without the ripples of fear, desire, or judgment. When your mind is still, the light of awareness shines clearly, revealing the true nature of experience. But the water can never be the moon. It can only reflect the moon. Similarly, your perceptions can never be the entirety of reality. They are always interpretations shaped by your unique mind and senses. This recognition is not a limitation, but a liberation. It frees you from the need to hold on to fixed ideas or rigid beliefs. It invites you to be curious and open, to explore the mysteries of experience with humility and wonder. Take a moment to rest in this openness. Breathe in deeply, feeling your chest expand with fresh air. Breathe out slowly, releasing tension and preconceptions. Let your mind be like the still pool, receptive, calm, and clear. In this space, there is no need to judge or analyze. There is only pure seeing, pure presence. Reflect now on a recent moment when you might have mistaken the reflection for the reality. Perhaps it was a moment of anger where you believed a story about someone's intentions that was colored by past hurts. Or perhaps it was a moment of worry about the future, where fears projected shadows onto what has not yet come to be. Notice how these reflections, though real in their impact, are not the solid truth. They are waves on the surface, not the depth beneath. Allow yourself to breathe into this understanding between appearance and reality. Imagine letting go of old certainties that no longer serve you. Imagine opening your heart to the mystery, to the unknown beneath the known. The moon in the water also teaches us about impermanence. The reflection is always changing, never fixed. The water moves, the light shifts, the clouds pass. Everything in life is in constant flux. Nothing is permanent, not even our thoughts or feelings. When we cling to them as if they were solid, we suffer. But when we learn to flow with change, like water, we find peace. Imagine yourself as a leaf floating on the surface of this pool. You move gently with the currents, carried by the wind. You do not resist the flow, but embrace it. You trust that the water will support you. Freedom from the need to control or fix things. Freedom from the endless striving to hold on to what is fleeting. Freedom to rest in the present moment, just as it is. Breathe deeply now. Feel the lightness that comes with releasing resistance. Feel the softness that arises when you stop trying to force the water to be still, or the moon to be something it is not. Let your heart be open like the sky above the pool. Vast and welcoming, the moon in the water also invites us to see ourselves with compassion. Just as the moon's reflection is imperfect, so too are we imperfect beings. Our perceptions can deceive us. Our judgments can be harsh. Our fears can cloud our vision. But beneath all this, there is a true self, like the moon itself, shining quietly and steadily. It is always present, beyond the ripples of emotion and thought. Allow yourself now to connect with that deeper part of yourself. Imagine the light of the moon shining gently into your heart. Know that this light is your true nature, changing, peaceful, and whole. When difficult thoughts or feelings arise, remember the moon in the water. Notice how they come and go like reflections on the surface. They do not define you. You are the vast, still water. Beneath you are the moon's light shining through. Take a few more deep breaths, resting in this awareness. In the light of understanding, as you begin to return your attention to the room, gently bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet. Feel the support beneath you. When you are ready, open your eyes slowly. Take in the colors and shapes around you, carrying with you the calm clarity of the moon in the water. Remember that this meditation is always available to you. Whenever the mind feels confused or overwhelmed, you can return to the still pool, to the quiet reflection of the moon's light. You can learn to see the difference between the surface and the depths, between the stories we tell ourselves and the truth that lies beyond. May this awareness bring you peace and freedom. May it deepen your understanding of yourself and the world. This time of quiet reflection, may your heart remain open and your mind clear. Find a quiet and comfortable place where you can sit or lie down without interruption. Allow your body to settle naturally. Close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable. Bring your attention to your breathing, noticing the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly. Breathe in through your nose slowly, feeling the air fill your lungs fully. Pause briefly at the top of your breath. Then exhale softly through your mouth, releasing any tension you may be holding. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more grounded in the present moment. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, and your hands rest easily. Now, imagine your mind as a guest house. It is a welcoming space, quiet, calm, and open. This guest house has many rooms, each ready to receive visitors. Sometimes the visitors are joyful and bring lightness. Other times they are heavy, carrying sadness, anger, or fear. The guest house welcomes all visitors without judgment, without resistance. Each guest is invited to enter, to be seen, and to be honored for the time they stay. Consider for a moment the idea that emotions are like guests arriving at your door. They come and go, sometimes staying for a while, sometimes only for a brief visit. None of them are permanent residents. They do not define the guest house itself. The guest house is the space of your awareness, quiet and steady, beyond the comings and goings of these emotional visitors. As you breathe slowly and deeply, bring to mind an emotion you have experienced recently. Perhaps it was joy, excitement, or love, or perhaps it was anxiety, sadness, or anger. See this emotion as a visitor at your guest house door. Imagine opening the door and greeting this visitor kindly, without fear or judgment. Welcome it in, even if it feels uncomfortable or unwelcome. Feel how your body responds to this invitation. Maybe there is a tightening in your chest, a flutter in your stomach, or a warmth spreading through your body. Notice these sensations. With gentle curiosity, there is no need to push the visitor away or to hold on to it tightly. Simply allow the visitor to be present. Remember that every emotion has a purpose. Like a guest, it carries a message, a signal from your deeper self. Anger might be a sign that a boundary has been crossed. Sadness may invite you to grieve or release something held too tightly. Joy is a celebration of connection and life. Fear warns of potential danger or uncertainty. Each visitor offers an opportunity to learn and grow. Imagine walking through the rooms of your guest house. Each room holds a different visitor. Some rooms are bright and warm. Others might feel dark or chilly. You do not have to stay long in any one room. You can simply acknowledge the presence of each visitor and then gently guide yourself back to the central hall, the space of your calm awareness. If a visitor feels overwhelming or persistent, remind yourself that you are not your emotions. You are the guest house, the steady, silent presence that welcomes all guests without being disturbed by them. This presence holds space for everything, without preference or resistance. As you breathe in, invite a sense of openness and acceptance. As you breathe out, release any struggle or resistance you may have carried towards your emotions. Let go of the need to change or fix what is. Rest instead in the willingness to receive whatever comes with kindness. Think now of a time when you tried to push away an unwanted emotion. Perhaps you tried to distract yourself or ignore the feeling. Notice how this resistance may have made the emotion feel heavier or more persistent. When we resist our emotional guests, they often stay longer or return more frequently. But when we welcome them, even the difficult ones, they lose some of their power over us. Imagine the guest house again. It is spacious and strong, able to hold many guests comfortably. You are the host, calm and compassionate, able to meet each visitor with presence. You do not need to control the guests or chase them away. You only need to be here, steady and open. Breathe in deeply and imagine your heart expanding with this kindness. Breathe out and feel your body soften. Let yourself be a welcoming host, embracing all that comes with gentle acceptance. Sometimes, visitors may arrive unexpectedly, surprise emotions that catch us off guard. They may be confusing or intense. When this happens, remind yourself to pause and breathe. Give yourself permission to feel what arises without judgment. Each emotion is valid and worthy of attention. Picture yourself offering a warm cup of tea to these visitors, a gesture of care and respect. Even the hardest emotions deserve compassion. When we honor them in this way, they often transform or move through us more easily. Reflect on how this practice of welcoming emotions changes your relationship with yourself. Instead of battling inner storms, you become a calm harbor. Instead of fearing feelings, you embrace them as part of the richness of being human. Allow your awareness to rest now in the central hall of your guest house. This is the place of stillness and presence that remains constant amid change. It is your true nature, the space that holds all experiences with love and patience. If thoughts arise, notice them without clinging. Let them pass like visitors leaving the guest house. Return your attention gently to your breath and this sense of openness. Feel the peace that comes with acceptance. Know that you are enough just as you are with all your emotional guests. You do not need to be perfect or free of feelings to be whole. Wholeness comes from embracing all parts of yourself, the light and the shadow. Take a few more deep breaths, savoring this sense of welcome and ease. Feel your body supported, your mind calm, your heart open. When you feel ready, slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the room. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet. Feel the surface beneath. You gently move your fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath and open your eyes. Carry with you the wisdom of the guest house, the knowledge that all emotions are temporary visitors, and you are the steady presence that can welcome them without fear. May this awareness bring you peace, resilience, and compassion in your daily life. Thank you for sharing this moment of kindness and presence with me. Find a quiet space where you can settle comfortably without interruption. Whether you are seated or lying down, allow your body to relax naturally. Close your eyes softly if that feels good to you. Begin to bring your attention to your breath. Notice the gentle rhythm of your inhalation and exhalation, unforced. Breathe in slowly through your nose, filling your lungs fully, holding the breath gently for a moment. Then breathe out softly through your mouth, releasing any tension you may be holding. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more grounded, in the present moment, more open to whatever is here now. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw soften, your hands rest easily in your lap or by your side. Imagine now a farmer living in a simple village, far away from the noise and rush of modern life. This farmer works hard, planting seeds in the fertile earth, tending to the soil with care. He knows that many things are beyond his control: the weather, the animals, the seasons. Yet he moves forward each day with patience and quiet resolve. When the rains come or when the drought stretches long, he accepts what the earth gives. When the crops grow tall and healthy, he is grateful. When the harvest is poor, he does not despair. One day, a neighbor visits the farmer and says, "What good luck you have. Your crops will surely be abundant this year." The farmer smiles and replies, "Maybe so, maybe not. We will see." Some days later, a storm arrives and destroys much of the nearby village's crops, but the farmer's fields are spared. The neighbor returns. "See, your luck is truly good." The farmer again responds gently, "Maybe so, maybe not. We will see." As time passes, the farmer's son tries to ride one of the farmer's horses. The horse throws him off, and he breaks his leg. The neighbors express sympathy and lament the misfortune. The farmer responds, "Maybe so, maybe not. We will see later." When a war draft comes through the village, the son is spared because of his injury. The neighbors rejoice. "What great fortune for your family." The farmer simply says, "Maybe so, maybe not. We will see." This story is a quiet lesson in accepting life as it unfolds, without rushing to label experiences as good or bad, fortunate or unfortunate. The farmer embodies a deep wisdom. Life is unpredictable, complex, and beyond our full understanding. When we judge events too quickly, we limit our ability to see the bigger picture. We miss the unfolding dance of cause and effect, the intricate weaving of chance and change. Reflect on your own life for a moment. How often do you find yourself quick to judge an event as good or bad? Perhaps something didn't go as planned, and you felt disappointed or frustrated. Or perhaps you experienced a moment of joy or success and clung to it tightly, fearing it might slip away. These reactions are natural, but they can also lead to suffering when we resist what is happening. Imagine shifting your perspective, like the farmer, to one of open curiosity and acceptance. Instead of rushing to define experiences, you allow them to be just as they are, without adding layers of judgment. You notice the ebb and flow of life's circumstances, recognizing that what seems favorable today may shift tomorrow, and what feels difficult now may bring unforeseen blessings. As you breathe in, invite this openness into your heart and mind. As you breathe out, release any need to control or fix outcomes. Allow yourself to rest in the spaciousness of not knowing, of simply being present with whatever arises. Consider how this acceptance can bring peace. When you stop resisting life's natural unfolding, you stop battling against reality. This does not mean you give up or become passive. Instead, you become like the farmer, engaged, attentive, and patient. You do what you can with care and effort while also trusting the process. Bring your awareness now to any areas of your life where you may be struggling with acceptance. Perhaps there is a situation you wish were different, a relationship that is challenging, or a goal that feels out of reach. Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise as you focus here. You might feel tension, sadness, or frustration. Allow these feelings to be present without pushing them away. Imagine offering yourself the same gentle response as the farmer. Maybe so, maybe not, we will see. Say these words softly in your mind or aloud if you wish. Let them be a balm to your anxious or restless heart. They remind you that life's story is still unfolding and that there is room for surprise, for healing, for growth. Feel how this simple phrase can loosen the tight grip of certainty and expectation. It invites you to lean into life with a soft, open gaze rather than a clenched fist. You do not need to have all the answers or solutions. You only need to be here now, witnessing the dance of life as it moves through you. Think again of the farmer tending his fields through changing seasons. Sometimes the sun shines warmly, sometimes the clouds gather heavy with rain. The farmer does not fight the weather, he works with it. He adjusts his actions to the conditions, always aware and responsive, but never frantic or fearful. In your own life, you too can learn to work with the weather of your experiences, your thoughts, emotions, and circumstances. You can cultivate patience and trust, knowing that even storms eventually pass. You can find ways to nurture your inner resources, your resilience and wisdom, so you can meet life's changes with grace. Breathe deeply and feel your body soften. Notice the ease that comes with releasing resistance. You might feel a sense of spaciousness growing inside you, a calm center that remains steady no matter what happens outside. This calm is like fertile soil beneath the farmer's fields, rich with potential. When the mind is calm and accepting, you become fertile ground for peace, creativity, and joy. You open yourself to life fully, not just the parts you prefer, but all of it. Allow your awareness to expand now. Imagine the vast sky above the farmer's fields, endless and open. Your mind can be like this sky, vast, clear, and open to whatever clouds may pass. No matter what weather arises, the sky remains. So too, your deeper self remains beyond the shifting circumstances of life. If worries or judgments come up, notice them kindly. Recognize that these are like passing clouds, natural and temporary. They do not need to define your experience or your day. You can watch them come and go, returning your attention gently to the breath and to this sense of openness. With each breath, feel your connection to this openness deepen. Breathe in trust, breathe out tension. Allow yourself to rest here a while longer in this place of gentle acceptance. Know that this practice of acceptance is a path, not a destination. Some days will feel easier than others. Sometimes the farmer's patience will seem tested by harsh weather or poor harvests. Other days will bring abundance and joy. Both are part of the journey. When life feels uncertain or difficult, remember the farmer's words. Maybe so, maybe not. We will see. Let these words be your anchor, your invitation to relax into the mystery rather than fight it. As this meditation draws to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet. Feel the surface supporting you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one final deep breath, filling your lungs fully, and release it slowly. When you are ready, softly open your eyes. Carry with you the wisdom of the farmer, the wisdom of patience, acceptance, and openness to life's unfolding. May you move through your days with calm presence, embracing each moment as it comes, without judgment or resistance. May you find peace in the simple truth that life is always changing, and that in acceptance there is freedom. Thank you for sharing this time of stillness and reflection. May you be well and at ease. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you can sit or lie down without distractions. Allow your body to settle naturally, letting go of any tension you might be holding. If it feels right, close your eyes softly, turning your focus gently inward. Begin by noticing your breath, the way it flows in and out effortlessly, without need for control or effort. Hold it briefly at the top. Then exhale smoothly and completely through your mouth, releasing any tightness or heaviness you feel. Let your body soften with each exhale. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly, anchoring you here and now. Now, bring your attention to the burdens you carry. These might be worries, fears, regrets, or stresses that have accumulated over time. Imagine these burdens as physical objects, stones, bags, or weights that you have been carrying with you on a long journey. They might feel familiar, even habitual, but notice how they tire you, how they limit your freedom and peace. Take a moment to acknowledge these burdens without resistance or judgment. See them clearly in your mind's eye. Maybe some feel sharp and heavy, others dull or persistent, or simply because no one showed you how to let go. Now imagine a safe place, a serene spot where you can rest for a moment. Picture yourself setting down your burdens here, one by one, gently, without hurry or force. Place each weight on the ground. Feel the relief as your body grows lighter with each release. Sense how your breath deepens and slows as the heaviness diminishes. As you drop each burden, invite yourself to forgive. Forgive yourself for carrying these weights so long. Feel the warmth of forgiveness, like a gentle light surrounding you, softening the edges of old wounds. With each breath, feel more spaciousness within. Notice the room that opens up when burdens fall away. Allow yourself to rest here in this freedom, even if only for a few moments. Remember that dropping burdens is not a one-time act, but a practice, and feeling's a way of gentle release rather than tight holding. Bring your awareness now to your body. Notice where you might still be holding tension related to these old worries. Perhaps your shoulders are tight, your chest feels heavy, or your jaw clenched. With your next exhale, imagine breathing directly into those areas, softening and relaxing the muscles there. Let go of any remaining grip. Feel how your body responds to this ease. Maybe a sense of lightness or warmth arises. Perhaps a gentle smile touches your lips, or a sigh escapes softly. These are signs that your system is releasing and healing as you continue to breathe. Invite the understanding that you are not your burdens. Beneath the worries and stresses lies a core of calm, strength, and openness. This core remains intact no matter what storms arise. Allow this awareness to deepen. Imagine your true self as a vast sky, endlessly wide and clear. The burdens and worries are like passing clouds, sometimes dark and heavy, sometimes light and fluffy, but they never obscure the sky completely, part of the natural flow of your mind. Return gently to your breath and the spaciousness within. Feel gratitude for this moment of release, for this opportunity to drop the weight you have carried so long. Know that by letting go, you are creating space for new joy, creativity, and peace to enter your life. Take a few more deep breaths, savoring this sense of freedom and lightness. When you feel ready, slowly bring your awareness back to your body and the room around you. Notice the support beneath you, the sensations in your hands and feet. Gently move your fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath and open your eyes. Softly carry with you the power of dropping your burdens. Remember that peace is always available when you choose to release what no longer serves you. May you walk forward with ease, grace, and a heart unburdened. Thank you for sharing this time of gentle letting go. Find a quiet place where you can sit or lie down comfortably without distractions. Notice the gentle rhythm of your inhalation and exhalation without trying to change it. Feel the air as it enters through your nose, cool and refreshing, filling your lungs completely. With each exhale, allow your body to relax a little more. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears, your jaw soften, and your hands rest easily. Breathe in calm and presence. Breathe out tension and resistance. Imagine yourself standing in a quiet forest, a place of stillness and peace. The oak is tall and strong, its thick branches stretching outward, its trunk wide and firm. The bamboo is graceful and flexible, bending gently with the breeze, its slender stalks swaying with ease. Both trees have survived many seasons, storms, and changes, but they do so in very different ways. The oak tree represents strength, solidity, and endurance. It roots deeply in the earth, its branches reaching wide. It stands firm against the wind, sometimes resisting with all its might. Yet this very rigidity can make the oak vulnerable. In fierce storms, when the wind is relentless, the oak's branches may snap, or the entire tree may be uprooted because it does not yield. The bamboo, on the other hand, teaches a different kind of strength. It bends with the wind, yielding to the force rather than resisting it. Its slender stalks sway and curve gracefully, but do not break. Bamboo's flexibility allows it to absorb the storm's power and then return to its original shape. In this way, bamboo endures by adapting, by moving with the flow rather than standing rigid. Consider the lessons these two trees offer us in life. Sometimes we are like the oak, wanting to be strong and steadfast. We hold on to our beliefs, our plans, our ways of being firmly and with conviction. This can be a source of great power and confidence. Yet, when life brings unexpected challenges, this rigidity can also cause suffering and adaptability. We allow ourselves to bend with circumstances, to adjust our expectations, and to flow with the natural rhythms of life. This does not mean weakness or passivity. Rather, it is a strength born of openness and resilience. The bamboo's ability to move with the wind means it survives storms that might uproot even the mightiest oak. Reflect on your own life now. Are there areas where you feel like the oak, holding tightly and resisting change? Perhaps in relationships, work, or personal beliefs. Notice how this rigidity affects you. Does it bring security, or does it cause tension and struggle? Are there moments when standing firm has served you well? Are there moments when it has left you feeling trapped or overwhelmed? Now bring to mind moments when you have been like the bamboo, flexible, yielding, and open. Perhaps you adapted to a sudden change, adjusted your plans gracefully, or softened your expectations. Did it allow you to move forward with less resistance? As you breathe slowly and deeply, invite a balance between these two ways of being. The oak and the bamboo both survive and thrive by embodying different aspects of resilience. In your life, you too can cultivate both steadfastness and adaptability, knowing when to stand firm and when to bend. Imagine now a gentle breeze blowing through the forest. Feel the air moving softly around you. See how the bamboo sways with the wind, its movement fluid and graceful. Notice how the oak stands strong, its branches steady but not rigidly locked in place. The wind tests both trees, but each responds in its own way. Both are vital. Breathe in the wisdom of these trees. Let it sink into your body and mind. Know that life will bring storms and calm, strength and softness. Your ability to flow with these cycles will deepen your resilience and peace. If you notice any tension or tightness in your body, breathe into those areas now. Let your muscles soften and release. Imagine yourself as both oak and bamboo, rooted yet flexible, strong yet open. Feel the harmony of these qualities within you. As thoughts arise, watch them like leaves floating on a stream. Notice them without grasping or pushing away. Return your attention gently to your breath and the feeling of presence. Know that it is natural to seek safety and stability, just as it is natural to desire freedom and ease. The path lies in embracing both, allowing yourself to stand firm when needed and to bend when necessary. This balance is a dance, a dynamic interplay that keeps you grounded and flowing. Feel gratitude for the lessons nature offers, the wisdom of the trees, the rhythms of the seasons, the quiet strength found in both stillness and movement. Carry this gratitude in your heart as you prepare to return your awareness to your surroundings. Begin to notice the sensations of your body, the contact points where you sit or lie, the feeling of air on your skin. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs fully. Carry with you the strength of the oak and the grace of the bamboo. May you meet life's challenges with both steadfastness and flexibility, with courage and compassion. Imagine yourself preparing to perform a simple tea ceremony. The scene is quiet and peaceful, a small space filled with soft, natural light, a low table set with care and intention. The kettle is warm, and a delicate aroma of tea leaves waits to be released. This ceremony is not hurried or rushed. It is a moment devoted entirely to presence, to the art of paying attention to the smallest details, with kindness and respect. Begin by holding the teacup in your hands. Feel its weight and texture, the smoothness of its surface, and the slight warmth it already carries. Notice how the shape fits gently into your palms, inviting your fingers to rest softly around it. As you breathe in, bring your full attention to this sensation. Let your mind be fully here with this simple object, this simple act. In this moment, the tea ceremony becomes more than just making tea. It becomes a practice of mindfulness, a meditation in action. Every movement, every breath, every feeling becomes an opportunity to deepen your awareness and connect with the present. Feel the quiet ritual as you pick up the teapot. Observe the subtle sounds, the soft clink of porcelain, the gentle pour of hot water over the leaves. Notice how the steam rises slowly, curling and twisting in the air like a delicate dance. Allow yourself to watch this dance without distraction, without judgment. Simply see it as it is. As the tea steeps, bring your attention to your breath once more. Feel the in-breath nourishing your body, the out-breath releasing tension and scattered thoughts. Let your mind rest in the gentle rhythm of breathing, like the steady flow of a stream. When the tea is ready, pour it slowly into the cup. Notice the color as it fills the vessel, rich and warm. Hold the cup again in your hands, feeling the heat radiate gently into your skin. Before taking a sip, pause and appreciate this moment. Stillness, the warmth, the simple act of nourishing yourself. Take a slow, mindful sip. Notice the taste of the tea's bitterness or sweetness, its texture and temperature. Feel how it moves through your mouth and down your throat, spreading calm and refreshment throughout your body. Each sip is a full experience, a chance to be fully alive and awake in the moment. Reflect on how this simple ceremony, when done with mindfulness, transforms into a sacred ritual. It reminds us that even the smallest acts can hold great meaning when we bring our full attention and care. In a world that often rushes and multitasks, the tea ceremony teaches us the power of slowing down, of savoring each moment deeply. Allow yourself to sit with this feeling of presence and simplicity. Notice how your body feels, now perhaps lighter, more relaxed, more connected. Notice how your mind feels clearer, quieter, more focused. This is the gift of mindfulness found in the ordinary, the everyday. As you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, imagine carrying this awareness beyond the tea ceremony. Imagine bringing this same gentle attention to other daily acts: washing dishes, walking, eating, listening, speaking. Each moment is an opportunity to practice mindfulness, to fully inhabit the present. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath or to the sensation of the teacup in your hands. Be patient and kind with yourself, knowing that mindfulness is a practice, a journey rather than a destination. Feel gratitude for this simple ceremony and for the chance to reconnect with the present moment. Know that mindfulness is always available to you whenever you choose to pause, breathe, and pay attention. When you feel ready, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and the space around you. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a final deep breath in and exhale fully. Open your eyes softly, carrying with you the calm and clarity cultivated in this practice. May the mindfulness found in the tea ceremony inspire you to find peace and presence in all the simple acts of your life. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment of awareness. Ask ChatGPT. Imagine holding an empty cup in your hands. The cup is simple and plain, yet perfectly formed. It is empty, open, and ready. Notice the emptiness not as a void or a lack, but as a space of possibility and potential. The cup is ready to receive whatever comes, without judgment or expectation. It is open and curious, waiting to be filled. Consider how often we approach life with cups already fulfilled with opinions, beliefs, past experiences, and assumptions. When the cup is already full, there is little room for new insight, for fresh experience. Our minds become rigid and closed, holding tightly to what we think we know. This limits our ability to truly see and understand the world as it is. Holding an empty cup invites us to release these preconceptions. It asks us to approach life with openness and curiosity, to let go of certainty and be willing to learn anew, to be like a beginner, eager to explore without fear or resistance. Take a slow, deep breath in. As you breathe out, imagine setting down the weight of your preconceived notions, your judgments, and your fixed ideas. Let them fall away gently, like leaves drifting from a tree. Feel the lightness that comes with this letting go. Allow your mind to be clear and open, like the empty cup with your next inhale. Invite a sense of wonder. Imagine looking at the world as if for the first time each moment, fresh and new, full of possibility. See how this openness allows you to notice details you might have missed before, the colors, sounds, textures, and sensations that surround you. Feel your curiosity awaken. In this state of openness, you do not need to rush or force understanding. You simply observe with kindness and interest. You welcome experience as it is, without needing to label it or control it. The empty cup drinks deeply of the present moment, savoring each drop fully. Reflect now on times in your life when you might have approached situations with a full cup already certain of the outcome, fixed in your beliefs or resistant to change. Notice how this may have limited your experience or caused frustration. How might things have been different if you had approached with an empty cup, open, curious, and willing to learn? As you breathe slowly and deeply, invite yourself to practice this openness now. Imagine your mind as the empty cup, ready to receive whatever arises without resistance or judgment. Feel how this openness brings a sense of freedom and ease. You might notice thoughts or feelings arising, some familiar, some new. Observe them gently, as if watching clouds pass across a clear sky. You do not need to hold on to them or push them away. Let them come and go, returning your attention softly to your breath and the image of the empty cup. This practice of openness is a path to deeper understanding and connection. When we approach life with curiosity and without judgment, we create space for growth, compassion, and insight. We begin to see ourselves and others more clearly and kindly. Imagine now pouring fresh water into the empty cup. Notice how the water fills the space, flowing gently and naturally. The cup does not resist or cling, it simply receives. In this way, your mind can receive new experiences, ideas, and perspectives without fear or attachment. Feel gratitude for this moment of openness and presence. Know that you can return to this empty cup anytime you choose. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by certainty or stuck in old patterns, simply come back to this image and invite yourself to be open and curious. Again, as this meditation draws to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one final deep breath, filling your lungs fully, and exhale slowly. Open your eyes softly when you are ready. Carry with you the spirit of the empty kappa, heart and mind, open to life's unfolding, ready to receive with wonder and kindness. May this openness guide you toward deeper peace, learning, and connection. Imagine yourself holding a simple cup of water. The cup is clear, plain, and filled with still water. Look closely at the surface of the water. It is calm, smooth, and undisturbed. Notice how it reflects light softly, gently, shimmering without ripples or movement. The water in this cup is peaceful, serene, and pure. It invites you to rest your attention fully on its stillness. Reflect on how the water in the cup resembles the stillness that exists within you, beneath the surface of thoughts and emotions. When the mind is calm and settled, it becomes like this cup of water, clear, steady, and peaceful. But when the mind is agitated or disturbed, it is like water stirred by the wind, full of waves and ripples that distort the reflection and cloud the clarity. Allow yourself now to connect with this inner stillness. Feel it beneath the surface of your awareness, steady and unchanging. It is always present, even when the mind is noisy or restless. Like the calm water in the cup, this stillness holds space for everything without judgment or resistance. As you breathe in, invite this calmness to grow within you. With your exhale, release any tension, worry, or agitation that you may be carrying. Let these disturbances settle like sediment falling to the bottom of the cup, leaving the water clear once again. Notice how, when the water is still, it can reflect the world around it with perfect clarity. Similarly, when your mind is calm, you can see your experiences clearly and respond with wisdom and compassion. The calmness born of stillness within allows you to meet life as it is, without being swept away by emotional turbulence or reactive thoughts. Consider moments in your life when your mind felt like turbulent water churning with fear, anger, or anxiety. Notice how these emotions clouded your perception, making it difficult to see things clearly. Now imagine how different those moments might have felt if you had been able to find the stillness within, like the calm water in the cup. You do not need to force this stillness or struggle to create it. It arises naturally when you allow your mind and body to relax and be present. It is always there, waiting quietly beneath the surface. Breathe deeply and slowly, letting each breath carry you deeper into this peaceful state. Feel the calmness expanding within your chest, spreading warmth and ease throughout your body. With each exhale, release any remaining tension or distraction. Imagine now dipping your hand gently into the cup of still water. Feel the coolness and smoothness as your fingers touch the surface. Notice how the water ripples briefly but soon returns to its calm state. This reminds you that life's disturbances may arise, but your inner stillness remains steady and enduring beneath the waves. Let yourself rest in this space of calm and presence for a few moments longer. Allow the simplicity and purity of the cup of water to inspire a sense of peace deep within your being. If thoughts or feelings arise, acknowledge them gently without judgment. Imagine them as leaves floating on the surface of the water, passing by without disturbing the depth below. Return your attention softly to the breath and the sensation of stillness. Know that this calmness born of stillness within is always available to you. You can return to this place whenever you need, simply by turning your attention inward and resting in the present moment. As this meditation comes to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and the space around you. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you are ready. Carry with you the sense of calm and clarity nurtured here. May the stillness within continue to guide you, steady and serene. Throughout your day, thank you for sharing this moment of mindful presence. Ask ChatGPT. Imagine now sitting before a wise Zen master, a figure whose presence radiates calmness, clarity, and compassion. This master has lived many years, walking the path of deep understanding. Though words are few, their presence speaks volumes. Their smile is gentle, mysterious, and inviting. It is a smile that transcends language, a smile that carries wisdom beyond words. This smile is not merely an expression on the master's face. It is an embodiment of peace and insight cultivated through years of practice and openness. It reflects a heart that has seen the depths of suffering and joy, a mind that knows the impermanence of all things, and a spirit that embraces the mystery of life without needing to explain it. As you sit with the image of the Zen master's smile, allow yourself to feel its warmth and calm. Let it touch something within you, a place that recognizes the truth of being beyond concepts and stories. This smile invites you to relax into presence, to let go of the need to understand or grasp everything with the mind. In the silence that surrounds the master's smile, there is a vastness, a space where words fall away and pure awareness arises. It is here that true wisdom lives, not as knowledge or doctrine, but as direct experience of reality as it is. The Zen master's smile is a doorway into this timeless knowing. Consider how often we seek answers in words, explanations, and ideas. We want to make sense of life's complexities, to control or predict what will happen next. Yet true wisdom often lies beyond words, in the silence between thoughts, in the stillness of the heart. The Zen master's smile reminds us of this deeper truth. Allow yourself now to rest in this silence. Breathe slowly and deeply, feeling the space around your mind opening. Notice how your thoughts may slow or quiet. You do not need to push them away or cling to them. Simply observe them as passing clouds in the vast sky of your awareness. Feel the gentle smile of the master resonate within you. It is a smile of acceptance, compassion, and joy. It is a smile that welcomes all aspects of your being, the light and the shadow, the known and the unknown. This smile invites you to be gentle with yourself, to embrace your imperfections and struggles with kindness, to recognize that wisdom is not about perfection or achievement, but about presence and openness. Reflect now on moments in your life when you have felt touched by a smiler, genuine smile that communicated warmth and understanding without words. Remember how that simple gesture could ease tension, bridge divides, and create connection. The Zen master's smile carries this power, magnified by its rootedness in deep awareness. As you continue to breathe calmly, imagine this smile spreading softly across your own face. Feel your lips curve gently upward, not forced, but arising naturally from a place of peace within. Let your whole body relax into this expression of openness and kindness. Know that this smile is not limited to a moment or a face. It is a quality you can carry with you, an embodiment of wisdom, compassion, and presence in everyday life. When challenges arise, when the mind becomes restless or overwhelmed, you can return to this smile. It is a reminder to pause, breathe, and meet whatever arises with gentle awareness. Feel gratitude for this moment of connection with the Zen Master's smile and the wisdom it represents. Know that this smile reflects your own inner light and truth, waiting to be recognized and nurtured. As this meditation draws to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and surroundings. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you are ready. Carry with you the calm, warmth, and wisdom of the Zen Master's smile throughout your day. May it inspire you to live with openness, compassion, and peace beyond words. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment of presence and insight. Now, imagine a flag fluttering in the wind. The fabric moves and dances with every gust, shifting its shape and direction in response to the invisible force that stirs the air. The flag is alive with movement and color, swaying gracefully, sometimes sharply, sometimes softly. Notice how the flag's motion depends entirely on the wind. Without the wind, the flag would hang limp and still. Consider the wind itself. Though invisible, it is real and powerful, shaping the flag's every ripple. You cannot see the wind directly, but you know it is there because of its effects. The movement of leaves, the rustling of branches, the sway of the flag. The wind and the flag are intimately connected, their interplay a dance of cause and effect, action and response. Reflect now on your own mind and reality. Your mind is like the flag, visible, moving, full of thoughts, emotions, and perceptions. Reality is like the wind, the unseen force that influences your experience. Your thoughts and feelings arise and shift, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, shaped by the currents of reality around you. Just as the flag does not create the wind, your mind does not create reality, but your mind responds to reality, interpreting it, reacting to it, sometimes resisting it, sometimes flowing with it. The way you experience life depends largely on this interplay, how the mind perceives and responds to the world's winds. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, invite a sense of curiosity about this relationship. Notice how thoughts come and go like the flag's movements, ever-changing and impermanent. See how feelings arise and fade, shifting like the flag's folds in the breeze. Recognize that these mental and emotional movements are natural responses to the reality you live within. Imagine now observing your mind as if from a distance, like watching the flag flutter in the wind. You are aware of the motion, but you are not caught up in it. You see the dance without becoming entangled. This perspective allows you to recognize that while you cannot control the wind of reality, you can learn to notice how your mind moves in response. Sometimes the wind blows fiercely and the flag snaps sharply in the air. In these moments, your mind may feel agitated, overwhelmed, or reactive. You might experience strong emotions or turbulent thoughts. Other times, the wind is gentle and the flag sways softly and gracefully. Then your mind can feel calm, balanced, and clear. Understand that the wind of reality includes many forces beyond your control: events, circumstances, the actions of others, the passage of time. The flag's movement depends on these winds, yet the flag is not the wind itself. Similarly, your mind's reactions are shaped by reality, but you are not your thoughts or feelings. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to rest in this awareness. Know that you can learn to respond to the wind with wisdom and presence rather than resistance or fear, just as a skilled sailor adjusts their sails to the wind's direction. You can cultivate an inner flexibility that meets life's changes with grace. If you notice thoughts or feelings arising, observe them gently as part of this dance between mind and reality. You do not need to judge or push them away. Let them be like the flag's ripples, passing, shifting, impermanent. Reflect on times in your life when you resisted the wind, trying to hold the flag still despite the breeze. Notice how this resistance may have caused struggle or tension. Now imagine how it might feel to allow the flag to move freely with the wind, embracing the flow rather than fighting it. This openness does not mean passivity. It means awareness and acceptance of what is, combined with skillful response. You can choose how to position yourself in relation to the wind, to stand firm or to bend, to act or to wait, to engage or to release. Feel gratitude for this moment of insight into the interplay between your mind and reality. Allow this understanding to deepen your capacity for presence and peace. As this meditation draws to a close, gently bring your attention back to your body. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a final deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you are ready. Carry with you the awareness of the wind and the flag, the relationship between mind and reality. May you meet life's winds with wisdom, balance, and grace. Now imagine the sound of rain. It begins softly, like a gentle whisper, each drop falling delicately upon the earth. The rain's rhythm is irregular but soothing, a natural melody that fills the air. Listen closely to the patter of raindrops on leaves, on rooftops, on the ground. Hear the different tones, the light tap, the steady drip, the occasional splash. Allow yourself to become fully immersed in this sound, letting it wash over you like a calming wave. The sound of rain carries many lessons if we choose to listen deeply. It reminds us of nature's cycles, the coming and going of seasons, the ebb and flow of life's rhythms. Rain nourishes the earth, bringing growth and renewal. It cleanses and refreshes, washing away dust and dirt, preparing the soil for new seeds to take root. The rain's gentle persistence teaches patience and resilience, showing us that even small, consistent actions can bring about transformation. As you continue to listen, imagine yourself standing outside in the rain. Feel the cool droplets as they touch your skin, each one a tiny kiss from the sky. Notice how the rain does not force its way but falls naturally, allowing gravity to guide it. It moves freely, without resistance. This simple surrender invites us to consider our own relationship to life's flow. How often do we resist what is rather than allowing ourselves to be carried by the natural current. Reflect on the sounds of rain you have heard in your life. Perhaps a gentle drizzle during a quiet morning, a sudden downpour during a walk, or the steady rain that lulls you to sleep. Each experience of rain is unique, yet all share the common thread of presence and movement. Rain invites us to slow down, to notice, to listen beyond the noise of daily life. Take a slow, deep breath in. As you breathe out, imagine releasing any tension or distraction that may be clouding your awareness. Let your mind become clear and open, like the sky after a storm. Allow the sound of rain to deepen your sense of calm and connection. The rain also teaches us about impermanence and change. It does not cling to any one place or moment, but flows continuously, transforming the landscape as it goes. This constant movement reminds us that life is always shifting. Nothing stays the same, and all things are in flux. When we resist change, we suffer. When we embrace it, we find freedom. Feel the wisdom in this natural process. Imagine your own challenges and transitions as part of the rain's journey, temporary, flowing, leading to growth. Allow yourself to release resistance and open to acceptance. Listen now to the subtle silences between the raindrops. Notice how the spaces between sounds hold their own presence, their own stillness. These moments of quiet are just as important as the rain itself. They give rhythm and balance. They invite reflection and peace. As you breathe gently, let these silences fill you with calm. Know that within you lies a similar stillness, a place of quiet clarity beneath the surface of thoughts and emotions. This inner calm is always available. Like the silence between raindrops, imagine now the earth after the rain has passed. The air feels fresh and clean. Leaves glisten with droplets. The soil is rich and moist, and the world feels renewed. This image symbolizes renewal and hope, the promise that after every storm, new life can emerge. Allow this sense of renewal to inspire you. Whatever challenges or difficulties you face, know that there is potential for growth and transformation. The rain's gentle persistence encourages you to keep moving forward, even when the path seems unclear. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the sound of rain and the rhythm of your breath. There is no need to force focus. Simply return. Softly, whenever you notice distraction, feel gratitude for this moment of connection with nature's wisdom. The sound of rain is a teacher, offering lessons in patience, acceptance, impermanence, and renewal. Let these teachings resonate within you. As this meditation draws to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. When you feel ready, open your eyes softly. Carry with you the calm and insight nurtured here. May the sound of rain continue to inspire you to listen deeply to life's subtle teachings and to flow gracefully through all seasons. Now, bring to mind the image of a river flowing steadily through a landscape. Its waters are clear and cool, moving continuously over rocks and around obstacles. Imagine a stone resting in the river's path. The stone is solid and unyielding, ancient and enduring. The river flows around the stone, sometimes rushing swiftly, sometimes slowing to a gentle ripple. The water does not stop when it meets the stone. Instead, it moves in harmony with it, adjusting its course, shaping itself to the obstacle without breaking or forcing. Consider the stone in the river as a metaphor for resistance in your own life. The stone represents the challenges, difficulties, or discomforts that stand in your way. These might be external circumstances or internal struggle spheres, doubts, or stubborn patterns. The river is the flow of life, constantly moving forward. Despite obstacles, the water's response to the stone is not to fight it or to resist fiercely, but to adapt, to bend, and to continue its journey. Reflect now on how you respond to resistance in your own experience. When life brings difficulties, do you resist strongly, trying to push through or hold firm? Do you find yourself struggling against what is, creating tension and frustration? Or do you sometimes move like the river, adjusting, accepting, and flowing around obstacles with grace? As you breathe slowly and deeply, invite a sense of openness to the idea of flowing with resistance rather than battling it. Notice any places in your body where you feel tension or tightness related to resistance. Breathe into those areas, imagining the breath softening and releasing the grip. Allow your muscles to relax and your mind to ease. Imagine now the river again. See how the water embraces the stone without losing its own nature. The river does not become the stone. It remains water, flexible and free. In this way, you too can meet resistance without losing your sense of self. You can remain open, calm, and centered even when faced with difficulties. Notice how the river's flow shapes the stone over time, smoothing its edges, wearing it down gently. Resistance, when met with patient acceptance, can transform and soften. Your own challenges may shift and change as you learn to flow with them rather than fight them. Consider moments in your life when resistance has blocked your path or created suffering. Reflect on how these moments might have been eased by flowing with the situation instead of struggling against it. Notice how surrendering does not mean giving up, but rather choosing a different way to engage with life's currents. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to rest in this awareness. Imagine the peace that comes with moving in harmony with life's flow. Feel the strength that arises from flexibility and the freedom of releasing rigid control. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the image of the river and the stone, and to the rhythm of your breath. There is no need to judge or force focus. Simply return softly whenever you notice distraction. Allow gratitude to arise for the lessons of the river, the wisdom of flowing with resistance, the courage to adapt, and the grace to continue moving forward despite obstacles. As this meditation draws to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and your surroundings. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a final deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm strength of the river flowing around the stone. May you meet resistance with openness, resilience, and peace, moving gracefully through the currents of life. Now, imagine yourself in a place of darkness, a space where the light is dim or absent. It might be a deep forest at night, a quiet room without windows, or a vast open field under a cloudy sky. In this darkness, there is uncertainty. You cannot see far ahead. Shapes and outlines are shadowed and unclear. You may feel a sense of hesitation, unease, or even fear. Yet in this darkness, you hold a lantern. It is small, but steady and warm. The lantern's light does not chase away all shadows, but it casts a gentle glow that illuminates the space immediately around you. Focus now on the lantern's flame. See how it flickers softly, glowing with quiet strength. The light is not harsh or overwhelming. It is calm, inviting, and steady. This lantern represents your inner light, the core of your being that remains present even in times of uncertainty and difficulty. It is your source of hope, wisdom, and resilience. Reflect on the times in your life when you have faced darkness, moments of doubt, confusion, loss, or change. Notice how even in those moments, some small light within you continued to shine. Perhaps it was the courage to take a next step, the trust in your own strength, or the quiet knowing that this too shall pass. The lantern in the darkness reminds you of this inner light that never truly goes out as you breathe slowly and deeply. Invite yourself to connect with this light now. Feel its warmth spreading from your heart, reaching every part of your body. Let the glow expand gently, creating a safe and comforting space within. This light does not depend on external conditions. It is always available to you, a beacon to guide you through uncertain times. Imagine holding the lantern carefully, feeling its steady glow in your hands. The light helps you see the path just enough to take the next step. You may not see the entire way forward, but you trust that the light will reveal what you need as you move. This trust allows you to walk through darkness with courage and grace. Notice any feelings of fear or hesitation that arise. Allow them to be present without judgment. See how the lantern's light embraces these feelings with compassion. The light does not push fear away, but gently holds it, offering warmth and safety. This acceptance softens the grip of uncertainty, making it easier to move forward. Reflect on the idea that darkness and light coexist. One cannot exist without the other. The contrast between them reveals the beauty and meaning of each. Without darkness, the lantern's light would have no significance. Likewise, in your life, challenges and unknowns give depth and value to your inner strength and wisdom. Take a slow, deep breath in, drawing in courage and hope. As you exhale, release any tension or resistance to the unknown. Allow yourself to rest in the balance of light and shadow, trusting your inner guidance. Imagine now that your lantern's light extends beyond yourself, touching the surroundings gently. It reveals hidden details, soft colors, and textures in the darkness. The path ahead is not fully clear, but you can see enough to walk with confidence. This light helps you navigate uncertainty with mindfulness and presence. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the image of the lantern and the rhythm of your breath. There is no need to force focus or chase thoughts away. Simply return softly whenever you notice distraction. Feel gratitude for this inner light, the constant companion in moments of darkness and doubt. Know that you can return to this light whenever you need, simply by turning inward and reconnecting with your breath and presence. As this meditation draws to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and your spirit. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one final deep breath in, filling your lungs fully and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm and steady light of the lantern in the darkness. May it guide you through uncertain times with courage, clarity, and peace. Imagine yourself standing at the beginning of a path. This path is not long or complicated. It stretches ahead, one step at a time. The first step is all you can see clearly. The rest of the path unfolds as you move forward, step by step, moment by moment. The path may be surrounded by nature, quiet forest, a gentle meadow, or a winding river. The environment is calm and inviting, offering you a safe space to begin anew. Reflect on the idea that every journey starts with a single step. No matter how long or difficult the road ahead may seem, it always begins here and now with this one movement. This first step holds great significance. It is a declaration of intention, a choice to move forward with presence and courage. As you breathe deeply, bring your awareness to this first step. Feel the weight of your body shifting as you lift your foot. Notice the sensations in your leg, your foot, and your toes. Feel the contact with the ground as you place your foot down gently, firmly. This movement is simple yet profound. It anchors you in the present and propels you into the unfolding journey. Consider how often in life we focus too much on the distant destination, worrying about what lies far ahead, overwhelmed by the magnitude of what we must do. This can lead to anxiety, hesitation, or paralysis. The path of a single step invites you to release these burdens and return your attention to the here and now. It reminds you that progress is made through presence, one moment at a time. Allow yourself to become fully present with this step. Notice any thoughts or feelings that arise. Perhaps there is excitement, uncertainty, or resistance. Observe these experiences with kindness and curiosity without judgment. Let the breath steady your mind and soften your heart. Now imagine taking another step. Feel the rhythm of walking, lifting, moving, placing. Each step is a fresh beginning, a chance to renew your commitment to the journey. The path may curve, rise, or descend, but your attention remains on the movement of your body and the sensations of the ground beneath you. With each step, you cultivate awareness and patience. You learn to trust the process rather than rushing toward a goal. This practice teaches you to be gentle with yourself and to honor the pace of your own unfolding. Reflect on times in your life when you felt stuck or uncertain. Perhaps you were overwhelmed by the big picture or weighed down by past mistakes. The path of a single step offers a way forward, a simple invitation to begin again, right where you are. As you breathe in, invite a sense of possibility and renewal. As you breathe out, release any doubt or fear that may have held you back. Let your mind open to the potential of each new moment. Imagine now the path ahead unfolding like a scroll, revealing one step at a time. You do not need to see the entire journey to begin. Trust that each step will lead naturally to the next. Guided by your presence and intention, feel gratitude for the gift of this moment, the chance to begin anew with awareness and courage. Know that you can return to the path of a single step whenever you feel lost or overwhelmed. This path is always available, a gentle reminder that life unfolds one moment at a time. As this meditation draws to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and surroundings. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a final deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you feel ready. Carry with you the spirit of the path of a single step, the courage to begin anew, the presence to walk mindfully, and the patience to trust the unfolding journey. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful presence. Now, bring to mind the sound of the cicada, vibrant, pulsing song rising from the heat of summer. Imagine sitting beneath the canopy of trees on a warm day, the sun filtering through the leaves and the air alive with the rhythmic buzzing of these small creatures. Their song is insistent, joyful, and alive, filling the space around you. Listen deeply to the cadence, the pattern, the energy of this natural chorus. It is a sound that speaks of life's urgency, of presence, and of celebration. Consider the life of the cicada. For many years, it lives hidden underground, growing slowly and quietly. Then, when the time is right, it emerges into the world for a brief and brilliant season. During this short time above ground, it sings its song passionately, courting, mating, and living fully before its life comes to an end. The cicada's existence is a powerful symbol of impermanence, the fleeting nature of life, and the preciousness of the present moment. Reflect on the lessons this offers for your own life. Just like the cicada, our time in this world is limited. Our moments of joy, connection, and vitality are precious and transient. Yet, within this impermanence lies a call to live fully, to embrace each day with openness and gratitude. The cicada's song is a celebration of life despite its brevity, a reminder that the quality of our experience matters more than the quantity. As you breathe deeply, invite yourself to feel the urgency and joy in the cicada's song. Let it awaken your own appreciation for the present moment, the here and now, where life unfolds. Notice any resistance or distractions that pull you away from this awareness. Gently return your attention to the breath and the sound of the cicada's vibrant music in your mind. Consider how often you might take life for granted or postpone joy, thinking there will always be more time. The cicada teaches us that time is precious and that joy is not something to be delayed but embraced now. Every moment offers an opportunity to connect deeply with ourselves, others, and the world around us. Feel the energy of the cicada's song as a pulse within your own body. Let it inspire a sense of vitality and aliveness. Imagine yourself moving through your day with this awareness, finding joy in simple pleasures, expressing gratitude for the little things, and fully engaging with the people and experiences you encounter. Recognize that impermanence is not something to fear, but a natural part of existence. It gives meaning to our lives and encourages us to cherish what we have. The cicada's life cycle reminds us to accept change, to let go of attachments, and to find peace in the flow of life's seasons. Take a moment to breathe in this acceptance. As you breathe out, release any fear or clinging that may have held you back. Allow your heart to open to the beauty of impermanence and the freedom it brings. Imagine now that you are singing your own song, unique, vibrant, and authentic. Like the cicada, your voice matters, even if only for a brief time. Your presence, your joy, and your love contribute to the richness of the world. Embrace this truth with gratitude and humility. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the sound of the cicada and your breath. There is no need to force focus or push thoughts away. Simply return softly whenever you notice distraction. Allow this meditation to fill you with a deep sense of connection to life, to nature, and to the cycles of change that shape us all. Let the cicada song be a reminder to live fully, love deeply, and celebrate each moment with joy. As this practice comes to a close, bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you feel ready. Carry with you the spirit of the cicadas' song, an invitation to embrace impermanence and to live joyfully in the present. Imagine now standing at the edge of a vast landscape where a great mountain meets a flowing river. The mountain rises, tall and majestic, ancient and immovable. Its rocky peaks pierce the sky, strong and steadfast through seasons and storms. The river winds gently at the mountain's base, its waters soft and fluid, constantly moving, shaping the land as it goes. Together, the mountain and the river form a harmonious dance of strength and softness, permanence and change. Feel the solid presence of the mountain beneath your feet, rooted deep in the earth, unyielding and resilient. It stands firm against the winds and the rain, offering stability and shelter. Its strength is quiet but immense, a foundation that supports life and endures the passage of time. The mountain embodies steadfastness, the ability to hold steady. Amid turmoil and change, now sense the river's movement, flowing freely around rocks and bends, carving its path with gentle persistence. The water is soft, yielding to obstacles, yet powerful in its continuity. The river teaches us flexibility and grace, the wisdom of moving with the currents rather than resisting them. It refreshes and nourishes all it touches, embodying the art of gentle strength. Reflect on the balance between the mountain and the river, their interplay of firmness and fluidity. Neither is complete without the other. The mountain's strength anchors the landscape, while the river's softness brings life and motion. Together, they create harmony and balance, showing us how strength and softness can coexist. Consider your own life and how you embody these qualities. Are there times when you stand firm like the mountain, holding your ground with resolve and courage? Perhaps in your values, your boundaries, or your commitments, you exhibit this solidity. Notice how this strength supports you, providing a sense of security and confidence. At other times, you may flow like the river, adapting to circumstances with openness and ease. You might soften your expectations, bend with change, or move gracefully through challenges. This softness is not weakness, but a dynamic strength that allows growth and resilience. As you breathe deeply, invite yourself to cultivate both these qualities within. Strength without softness can become rigid and brittle, while softness without strength can feel unstable or lost. When balanced, you can face life's uncertainties with grounded presence and compassionate flexibility. Imagine yourself standing where the mountain meets the river. Feel the solid earth beneath you, steady and reliable. Hear the flowing water nearby, its gentle murmur, soothing and alive. This place is a symbol of harmony, a reminder that strength and softness are partners in your journey. Notice any areas in your body where you may feel tension or rigidity. Breathe into these places, inviting relaxation and openness. Let your muscles soften and your mind release any harsh judgments or resistance. Feel the spaciousness that arises when strength is balanced with ease. Reflect on moments when you resisted softness or flexibility, perhaps clinging too tightly to control or certainty. Notice how this resistance created struggle or discomfort. Now imagine how embracing softness might have brought relief or new possibilities. Similarly, consider times when you felt overly soft or yielding, perhaps feeling vulnerable or uncertain. Notice how grounding yourself with strength and clarity might have provided support and confidence. Allow these reflections to deepen your understanding of balance, not as a fixed state, but as an ongoing dance, a flowing rhythm of holding and yielding, of presence and movement. As you continue to breathe calmly, imagine the mountain's strength and the river's softness merging within you. Feel their qualities harmonizing, creating a centered and resilient inner space. This space is your true nature, steady, yet adaptable, strong, yet gentle. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the breath and the image of the mountain and river. There is no need to force focus or judge distraction. Simply return softly whenever you notice your attention drifting. Feel gratitude for this moment of connection with nature's wisdom. The mountain and river remind us of the power of balance, courage to stand firm, and the grace to flow. May this wisdom inspire your daily life, guiding you through challenges and joys with strength and softness. As this meditation comes to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one last deep breath, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm, strength, and gentle flow of the mountain and river. May you walk your path with courage, compassion, and balance. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful presence. Now, imagine yourself outdoors on a warm, gentle morning. The sky is clear and wide above you, painted in soft blues and whites. Nearby, a small sparrow flutters among the branches of a blossoming tree. Watch how the sparrow moves with ease and grace, its small body quick and light. It hops from branch to branch, tilts its head curiously, and then suddenly bursts into flight. See the sparrow rise and soar, wings beating fast but fluid, carrying it freely through the open air. Notice how the sparrow's flight is an expression of freedom. It moves with no hesitation, no burden. The bird does not cling to the branches, but lets go completely, trusting its wings to carry it forward. In its flight, there is a sense of lightness and joy, a living embodiment of freedom born from surrender. Reflect on the idea of letting go. Like the sparrow, we carry many things in our lives: worries, fears, attachments, expectations that weigh us down. These burdens limit our freedom and prevent us from fully experiencing the joy and spontaneity of life. The sparrow's flight invites us to consider what it means to release these burdens, to let go of what no longer serves us. As you breathe deeply, invite yourself to explore your own capacity to let go. What are the weights you carry, perhaps old regrets, resentments, or fears? What expectations or judgments do you hold tightly? Without pushing or forcing, simply bring awareness to these aspects of yourself. Notice how they affect your body and mind. Are there areas of tension or constriction? Are there thoughts that replay endlessly, binding your attention? Now imagine offering these burdens to the air, like leaves carried away on a gentle breeze. See them drift further and further from you, becoming lighter and smaller until they dissolve into the vast openness. Feel the relief that comes with release, the space that opens within when you drop what no longer serves. Breathing in, invite a sense of lightness and freedom. Breathing out, let go of tension and resistance. Allow yourself to rest in the spaciousness that arises from surrender. Consider how fear of letting go often arises from a sense of loss or uncertainty. We may worry about what will happen if we release control, if we face the unknown without our usual defenses. Yet, the sparrow's flight teaches us that freedom is found not in holding tightly, but in trusting the flow. The bird trusts its wings, the air currents, and the vast sky. It embraces the uncertainty of flight with courage and grace. Reflect on your own life. Are there areas where holding on too tightly creates suffering or limitation? Are there moments when surrendering control has brought unexpected peace or growth? Notice how freedom and ease arise when you release the need to control outcomes or fix circumstances. Feel the wisdom of the sparrow's flight as an invitation to trust yourself and the natural flow of life. You are capable of letting go and soaring beyond the confines of worry and resistance. Within you lies the strength and resilience to face uncertainty and embrace change. Imagine now that you are the sparrow. Feel the lightness in your body, the freedom in your breath. Visualize yourself lifting gently from the ground, wings opening wide, catching the wind. Experience the joy of soaring, the exhilaration of movement unbound. Feel the air flowing around you, carrying you forward with ease. Breathe in this sense of freedom deeply. Let it fill your being with vitality and peace. Breathe out any remaining doubts or fears. Know that you can return to this feeling anytime you choose through your breath, your awareness, and your willingness to let go. If thoughts or distractions arise, gently acknowledge them without judgment. Then return your attention softly to your breath and the image of the sparrow in flight. There is no need to resist or force focus. Allow your mind to be calm and open like the wide sky dot. As you rest here in this feeling of freedom, reflect on how letting go is not a single act but a practice. Sometimes we must release the same burdens repeatedly. Each time we practice surrender, our wings grow stronger, our flight steadier. We learn to trust more deeply, to embrace life with openness and courage. Feel gratitude for this moment, for the teachings of the sparrow, and for your own capacity to let go and be free. Know that freedom is your natural state, waiting beneath the layers of holding and clinging. As this meditation gently comes to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the contact with the surface beneath you. Wiggle your fingers and toes softly. Take one last deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you feel ready. Carry with you the lightness and freedom of the sparrow's flight. May you move through your days with grace, courage, and joy born of letting go. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful presence and liberation. Imagine yourself standing beside a vast, still lake in the early morning. The air is cool and crisp, and a soft mist rises from the water's surface, swirling gently in the light breeze. The mist is thick enough to obscure the far shore, blurring the outlines of trees, hills, and rocks beyond. It hangs in the air like a veil of mystery, soft and inviting. You feel drawn to this scene, sensing that the mist holds a secreter lesson waiting patiently to be revealed. The lake and its mist symbolize life's mysteries, the unknowns that surround us, and the questions that often have no immediate answers. Take a deep breath in, breathing in the cool, fresh air of this quiet place. As you exhale, feel yourself relaxing into the stillness and silence that the mist creates. The world seems slower here, quieter, more expansive. The mist gently softens the edges of what you see, reminding you that not everything is clear or certain, and that's okay. You do not need to have all the answers or see the whole path ahead. The mist invites you to rest in uncertainty, to be comfortable with not knowing. As you stand beside the lake, notice how the mist moves slowly and gracefully. Sometimes it parts slightly, revealing glimpses of the water beneath. Other times it thickens, hiding more than it shows. This gentle ebb and flow mirror the way life reveals itself to you, as sometimes clearly, sometimes shrouded in mystery. There is a natural rhythm to this unveiling and concealing, a dance between knowing and not knowing. Allow yourself to imagine your mind as the surface of this lake, sometimes clear and still, sometimes blurred by mist and shadow. Thoughts, worries, and questions may drift like clouds above the water, sometimes obscuring your view, but never fully blocking the depths below. Notice how your breath, like the wind, moves gently across the surface, bringing ripples and shifts, but also calmness and renewal. Reflect on how often you may seek certainty and clarity in your life, striving to understand every detail, to predict outcomes, or to control what lies ahead. This desire is natural. The human mind craves knowledge and security. Yet the mist over the lake teaches us another way, a way of surrendering to mystery and embracing the unknown. It reminds us that some questions have no immediate answers, and some paths reveal themselves only step by step. Feel any resistance you may have to this uncertainty. Perhaps there is discomfort, fear, or impatience. Allow these feelings to arise without judgment. See them as part of the mist, natural and temporary. Breathe into this discomfort with kindness, softening your grip on the need to control or know. As you breathe deeply and slowly, invite a sense of spaciousness to grow within you. Let your mind expand like the misty lake, wide and open, ready to hold what comes without needing to grasp or push away. This openness creates room for insight, peace, and deeper understanding to arise. Imagine the mist slowly lifting as the sun rises higher in the sky. The light grows stronger, and the shapes of trees, rocks, and distant hills become clearer. Yet, even as the mist fades, the mystery of the lake remains. The water is vast and deep, its surface reflecting the sky, but holding secrets beneath. This reminds you that mystery is not something to be solved or eliminated, but something to be embraced as part of life's richness. Bring to mind a situation in your life where you are facing uncertainty, perhaps a decision, a relationship, or a change. Notice how you feel as you hold this situation gently in your awareness. Can you allow yourself to rest in the mystery, to accept that you do not have all the answers now? Imagine holding this situation with the same gentle curiosity and patience. As you hold the mist over the lake, feel the tension or urgency around this uncertainty begin to soften. Allow the breath to carry away the need to rush or force clarity. Trust that with time, with presence, understanding will unfold naturally. The mist will lift in its own perfect way. If your mind wanders to worries or judgments about this uncertainty, gently guide it back to the breath and the image of the misty lake. There is no need to chase or resist thoughts. Simply observe them as passing clouds, returning again to the calm center of your being. Allow gratitude to arise for the gift of this moment, a chance to connect with the beauty of mystery and not knowing. This acceptance opens you to deeper peace and freedom, freeing you from the burden of needing to control or fix everything. As you begin to return your awareness to your body, notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if it feels good. Take a final deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes gently when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm and openness of the mist over the lake. May you meet life's mysteries with curiosity, patience, and peace. Thank you for sharing this moment of mindful presence. Settle yourself in a quiet, comfortable place where distractions fade away. Whether sitting or lying down, allow your body to find a natural ease supported by the surface beneath you. Close your eyes gently if it feels right, turning your attention softly inward. Begin to notice your breath, its steady, natural rhythm flowing smoothly without effort. Feel the cool air entering through your nostrils, filling your lungs deeply and fully. Pause briefly at the top of your inhale, then release your breath slowly and completely through your mouth, letting go of any tension or tightness you might be holding. With each exhale, feel your body soften more and more. Allow your shoulders to drop, your jaw to unclench, and your hands to rest lightly by your sides. Tune in to the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly, anchoring you in the stillness of this present moment. Now, imagine yourself walking toward a simple, empty house. This house is quiet, still, and free from clutter. It is stripped down to its bare essentials, walls clean and bare, floors smooth and open. Light filters softly through the windows, casting gentle shadows that shift slowly as the day moves forward. This empty house is not a place of loneliness or lack. Rather, it is a sanctuary of simplicity, clarity, and calm. It invites you into a space free from noise and chaos, a refuge for both mind and heart. Step inside the empty house and breathe in its peaceful atmosphere. Notice how spacious and open it feels, how the clear surfaces and empty rooms create a sense of freedom. This emptiness welcomes you, offering a gentle invitation to rest and to let go of excess, the clutter of possessions, thoughts, and worries alike. Here, simplicity reigns, and in this simplicity, peace is found. As you move slowly through the rooms, feel the stillness deepen inside you. With each step, your mind quiets, your thoughts slowing and fading like soft echoes in a vast hall. You need not fill this space with ideas, plans, or concerns. Instead, you can simply be here, fully present with the calm and simplicity surrounding you. Reflect on how often your mind feels crowded, buzzing with rushing thoughts, a to-do list that never ends, emotions tangled and overwhelming. The empty house stands as a contrast, a space where the mind can unclutter and find clarity. Within this simplicity, you can reconnect with your true nature, calm, clear, and spacious. Find a comfortable place to sit inside this house, perhaps near a window, where soft sunlight filters in. Allow your body to settle completely into this stillness. Feel the quiet support you like a gentle, loving embrace. Notice any areas of tension or busyness within your body or mind. Bring your breath gently to these places, inviting release, softness, and ease. Imagine now the walls of this house absorbing your worries, your distractions, and your burdens, holding them lightly so that you no longer need to carry their weight. Feel yourself growing lighter, more open with every breath you take. This emptiness becomes your sanctuary, a space where you are free to rest without expectation or pressure. Consider how peace often comes not from adding more, but from removing what is unnecessary, whether that be physical clutter, mental noise, or emotional weight. The empty house reminds us that freedom and calm are found in letting go, in creating room for what truly matters. Allow yourself to savor this experience of spaciousness. Notice how your mind feels clearer, how your heart grows more open. This simplicity requires no effort. It arises naturally when you create space and allow stillness to settle. If thoughts arise, perhaps plans, worries, or judgments, acknowledge them without resistance or attachment. See them as passing guests in the empty house, moving through without disturbing the peace you have found. Gently bring your attention back to your breath and the vast openness around you. As you continue resting here, invite a sense of gratitude for this moment of simplicity and renewal. Know that this empty house exists within you always, a refuge you can return to whenever the world feels overwhelming. Whenever you need to find peace, slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your physical body and yours. Feel the sensations in your hands and feet, the contact of your body with the surface beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if that feels good. Take a final deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. When you are ready, open your eyes gently. Carry with you the calm, clarity, and simplicity of the empty house. Let these qualities guide you throughout your day, offering you presence, peace, and freedom. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful stillness and spaciousness. May you move forward with grace and ease. Find a comfortable place to settle where your body can relax fully, whether sitting or lying down. Allow yourself to become still and supported. Close your eyes softly if it feels natural, and begin to turn your awareness gently inward. Notice the rhythm of your breath flowing effortlessly in and out. Feel the cool air entering your nostrils, filling your lungs deeply and fully. Pause briefly at the top of your breath, then release it slowly through your mouth, letting go of any tension you may carry. Allow your muscles to soften with each exhale, your shoulders dropping, your jaw unclenching, your hands resting lightly. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly. anchoring you in this present moment. Now, imagine yourself walking into a quiet village, preparing for a lantern festival. The evening air is cool, and a soft twilight bathes in muted hues of purple and blue. The village is alive with gentle excitement and quiet anticipation. Around you, people gather in the open square, holding delicate lanterns of all shapes and sizes, some small and simple, others elaborately decorated with intricate patterns and vibrant colors. Each lantern holds a light inside a tiny flame, flickering softly, waiting to be released into the darkening sky. The lantern is a symbol rich with meaning. It is a source of light, warmth, and hope amid darkness. It represents awakening, the gentle illumination of awareness, the spark of insight that dispels confusion and fear. The Lantern Festival is a celebration of this light, a communal act of sharing illumination, of bringing darkness into balance with brightness. Visualize now the first lantern being lit. A flame flickers to life, casting a soft glow on the hands that hold it. The light dances, warm and alive, reaching out to the shadows. One by one, lanterns are lit throughout the village square, each flame joining the others in a growing constellation of glowing orbs. The sky overhead deepens to a rich velvet, and the lights of the lanterns rise slowly, carried gently by the evening breeze. Feel the stillness and reverence that accompanies this release. Each lantern floats upward, symbolizing hopes, intentions, and awakenings sent into the vastness. The light does not try to fight the darkness, but moves through it gracefully, illuminating the path ahead while honoring the mystery beyond. As you breathe slowly and deeply, invite yourself to connect with the meaning of this light within you, your own inner lantern, the spark of awareness and presence that guides you through life's uncertainties and challenges. This inner light is steady, though sometimes subtle. It shines gently, inviting you to rest in its warmth and clarity. Consider the times in your life when this inner light has guided you. Perhaps in moments of doubt, confusion, or fear, you found a quiet knowing or a sudden insight that helped you find your way. These moments of awakening may be small or profound, but each carries the power to illuminate your path. Reflect on how light can transform darkness, not by overwhelming or erasing it, but by offering gentle illumination and perspective. Similarly, awareness does not deny difficulty or pain, but holds them with compassion and understanding. The light reveals what is real and helps you navigate with wisdom and grace. Imagine now holding your own lantern. Feel its weight and warmth in your hands. Watch the flame flicker and glow. Know that this light is always with you, ready to be nurtured and shared. You do not need to wait for perfect conditions to kindle your inner flame. It is present in the here and now. Breathe in deeply, drawing in the warmth and energy of this light. Breathe out slowly, releasing shadows of doubt or fear. Allow yourself to rest in the balance of light and dark, presence and mystery. Picture the lanterns rising higher into the sky, joining stars and moonlight. Their glow becomes part of the greater cosmos, connected to all other lights shining in the night. Your inner light is part of this universal illumination, a beacon in the vastness, both unique and connected. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath and the image of the lantern's flame. No need to struggle or judge. Simply return softly whenever you notice distraction. Feel gratitude for this moment of connection with your inner light and the communal celebration of awakening. This festival of lanterns is a metaphor for life's journey, a path lit by sparks of insight, hope, and love. As this meditation draws to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and surrounding. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the contact with the surface beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if that feels good. Take one final deep breath, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes gently when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm, warmth, and steady illumination of the lantern. May your inner light guide you with clarity, compassion, and courage through every moment. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful presence and awakening. Feel the cool air enter your nostrils, filling your lungs deeply and fully. Pause softly at the peak of your inhale, then release your breath slowly and completely through your mouth. With each exhale, let your body soften more and more. Allow your shoulders to drop, your jaw to relax, your hands to rest lightly. Sense the rise and fall of your chest or belly, grounding you in this present moment. Imagine now stepping into a bamboo forest. Tall, slender stalks rise skyward all around you, their green hues shimmering softly in the dappled light. The stalks cluster closely together, forming groves of strength and grace. Each bamboo stalk stands straight and proud, yet it leans slightly into its neighbors for support. The leaves rustle gently in the breeze, creating a quiet, soothing symphony that fills the air. Notice how the bamboo forest is not made strong by any single stalk, but by the collective support of all the stalks together. Each bamboo depends on the others, swaying together in harmony during the wind and storms. When one stalk bends or leans, others hold it up, sharing the weight and strain. This interconnectedness creates resilience and stability for the entire grove. Feel yourself becoming part of this forest, connected with the bamboo stalks around you. Sense the strength that arises from this community, the mutual support, the shared space, the interdependence. Each bamboo is unique, yet all are woven into a living network that thrives through cooperation and connection. Reflect on your own life and community. Consider the people, relationships, and connections that sustain you. How do you give and receive support? How does interdependence strengthen your resilience and growth? Like the bamboo, we are not isolated individuals, but members of a larger web, each contributing and relying on the others. Breathe deeply and let gratitude arise for the community that surrounds you, the family, friends, colleagues, and even strangers whose presence touches your life. Feel appreciation for the ways you are held up and the ways you hold others. Imagine the bamboo forest during a storm, the wind howling and shaking the stalks, yet none break because they move together, bending and swaying as one. Their flexibility and unity protect them. This image reminds you that challenges are easier to face when shared, and that strength often comes from surrender and trust in others. Bring your attention now to any areas in your life where you might be feeling isolated, overwhelmed, or disconnected. Breathe into these feelings with kindness. Know that just as the bamboo needs its community, you too are meant to be supported and to support in return. Consider opening to this interconnectedness. allowing yourself to lean gently on those around you. Feel the rhythm of the bamboo leaves overhead, their gentle dance in the breeze. Let this movement inspire a sense of flow and harmony within yourself and your relationships. Notice how the forest breathes as one living organism, each part contributing to the whole dot as you continue to breathe calmly. Imagine sending goodwill and connection to those in your community. Picture the roots of the bamboo growing deep and wide, intertwining underground in a network of strength. See this root system as a metaphor for the unseen bonds that connect you with others, offering nourishment and stability even when invisible. If thoughts arise, observe them without judgment, like leaves floating on a gentle stream. Return your focus softly to the breath and the sense of belonging in the bamboo forest. Allow this meditation to fill you with a deep sense of peace, knowing that you are part of a vast, interwoven community. Your well-being is connected to others, and together you create a resilient and thriving whole. When you are ready, begin to bring your awareness back to your physical body and the room around you. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently. Take a final deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly. Carry with you the strength, flexibility, and interconnectedness of the bamboo forest. May your life be enriched by community, and may you find support and offer it freely in return. Thank you for sharing this moment of mindful connection and presence. With each exhale, feel your body soften more and more. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears, your jaw relax, and your hands rest lightly. Sense the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly, grounding you in the quiet presence of this moment. Its deep green needles reaching up toward the cold winter sky. The air is crisp and clear, and the landscape is blanketed in fresh white snow. The snow settles softly on the branches of the pine, coating each needle in a delicate, shimmering layer. The tree holds the snow gently, bearing the weight without breaking or bending beyond its strength. There is a serene beauty in this stillness, the silent strength of the pine standing firm through the quiet, cold season. Visualize the snow on the pine as a symbol of stillness and resilience. The snow, though cold and heavy, does not damage the tree. Instead, it accentuates the pine's form, highlighting the graceful lines of its branches and the rich green of its needles beneath. The tree endures the weight with calm strength, grounded by deep roots and a sturdy trunk. This image reflects the balance between vulnerability and strength, the ability to remain steady and beautiful even under pressure. As you breathe slowly and deeply, bring your awareness to the qualities embodied by the snow-covered pine. Notice how the tree does not resist the snow, but embraces it with quiet dignity. It does not fight the season or wish for something different. It accepts what comes, drawing upon its inner resilience to withstand the cold and stillness. In this acceptance, there is peace. Reflect on how this relates to your own life. We all face seasons of challenged times, when burdens feel heavy, when life slows down or becomes difficult. Like the pine, you have within you the capacity to hold these burdens without breaking, to meet adversity with calm strength. This does not mean ignoring pain or struggle, but rather embracing them with grace and presence. Consider moments in your life when you felt weighed down by responsibilities, worries, or hardships. Recall how you responded, perhaps with resistance, frustration, or exhaustion. Now imagine responding as the pine does, with quiet acceptance and grounded resilience. Feel how this approach might change your experience, bringing ease and stability. Even amid difficulty, allow yourself to settle into this feeling of strength and stillness. Imagine your breath as the snow gently settling on the pine's branches, soft, steady, and calming. With each inhale, draw in the energy of resilience. With each exhale, release tension and resistance. Let your body become as steady as the pine, your mind as peaceful as the snow-covered landscape. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort in your body. Breathe into these places, inviting relaxation and release. Feel your muscles soften, your heartbeat steady, your thoughts quieting. You are rooted and supported, able to bear the weight with grace. Visualize now the wider winter scene around the pine. The sky is pale and clear, the ground sparkling with frost. The cold air is invigorating yet still. This stillness is not emptiness, but fullness, a space for rest, reflection, and renewal. The pine stands as a reminder that beauty and strength are found not only in action and growth, but also in stillness and endurance. As you rest in this image, let your mind become spacious and open. Thoughts may come and go like drifting snowflakes. You do not need to hold onto them or push them away. Simply observe, returning your attention gently to your breath and the serene presence of the pine. Reflect on how moments of stillness in your own life, pauses between activities, quiet times of reflection, offer opportunities for healing and resilience. In these spaces, you connect with your inner strength, allowing it to grow and deepen. Like the pine, you find your center amid the changing seasons. Feel gratitude for this connection with nature's wisdom. The snow on the pine teaches us that even in the coldest, hardest times, there is beauty, peace, and strength. We do not need to hurry or struggle to find these qualities. They arise naturally when we allow ourselves to be present. Begin to bring your awareness back to your body and the room around you. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if it feels good. Take one last deep breath, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes gently when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm resilience and quiet beauty of the snow-covered pine. May you meet life's seasons with grace, strength, and peace. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful stillness and presence. Pause briefly at the top of your inhale, then release the breath fully through your mouth. With each exhale, feel your muscles soften, your shoulders drop away from your ears, your jaw unclench, and your body sink deeper into relaxation. Let the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly root you fully in this moment. Imagine now a single leaf floating gently on the surface of a slow-moving river. The leaf is carried by the current, drifting gracefully along with the flow of the water. It does not resist or struggle, but surrenders completely to the movement beneath it. The leaf turns and tilts as the river bends and curves, following the natural path without tension or fear. It touches the surface lightly, riding each ripple, responding to the shifting currents with quiet ease. This floating leaf is a beautiful metaphor for surrender, an invitation to release, control, and trust. The unfolding of life, It teaches us that sometimes the greatest strength lies in yielding, in moving with the currents rather than fighting against them. The leaf's journey is one of letting go, of embracing the unknown with openness and acceptance. As you breathe calmly, bring your awareness to this quality of surrender within yourself. Consider areas in your life where you may be resisting the flow, holding tightly to plans, expectations, or outcomes that may not align with the present reality. Notice how this resistance creates tension, struggle, or suffering. Allow yourself to gently acknowledge these feelings without judgment. Now imagine yourself as the floating leaf, releasing your grip on control. Feel yourself becoming lighter, softer, and more flexible. Trust the current beneath you to carry you where you need to go. You do not need to know the entire journey or destination. Your role is simply to be present, to respond with grace to whatever arises. Reflect on the natural flow of rivers and streams, how water moves around stones, over roots, and through bends. Water's power comes from its ability to adapt, to be firm when needed, yet soft and yielding most of all. Like water, surrender is not weakness, but a dynamic form of strength. It requires courage to let go and trust in the current of life. Feel the sensation of floating gently. Sense how your body might soften as you let go of tension, how your mind might quiet when you release the need to control. Breathe into any areas of resistance and imagine them melting away like ice thawing in warm sunlight. Allow this sense of ease and flow to deepen. Notice the beauty in the leaf's journey. Although it moves with the river, it is still itself unique in shape, color, and texture. Surrender does not mean losing your identity or desires. It means allowing life to guide you while remaining true to your essence. Consider how surrendering to life's current can bring peace amidst uncertainty. When we resist change, we often create suffering. When we accept and move with change, we open ourselves to growth, learning, and new possibilities. The floating leaf is a reminder that life's currents are neither good nor bad. They simply are. Our peace comes from how we relate to them. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the image of the leaf and the rhythm of your breath. There is no need to force attention or judge distraction. Simply return softly whenever you notice your focus drifting. Imagine now the river widening, the current slowing, the leaf drifting into calmer waters. Feel the spaciousness that comes with surrender, the openness that allows new directions and experiences to emerge. Know that surrender is a practice, not a one-time event. Each day offers opportunities to let go more deeply and trust more fully. Bring gratitude into your heart for this moment of release and connection. Appreciate the courage it takes to surrender and the freedom that comes with it. Recognize that you are supported by unseen currents, by life's unfolding wisdom, by your own inner strength. As this meditation gently comes to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Feel the sensations in your hands and feet, the support beneath you. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if you wish. Take one last deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm and grace of the floating leaf. May you move through life with ease, surrender, and trust in the currents that guide you. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful presence and flow. Feel the coolness as you inhale through your nostrils, filling your lungs slowly and completely. Hold for a moment at the top of your breath, then release it fully through your mouth, soft and unhurried. With each exhale, feel your body soften and your muscles loosen. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears, your jaw relax, and your heart settle into a calm, steady beat. Sense the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly as your breath carries you into the present moment. There is something profoundly simple and yet profoundly powerful about the breath. It is always with us, an ever-present companion that neither judges nor asks for anything in return. It moves us through every moment of our lives, yet it often goes unnoticed amidst the rush and noise of daily activity. The breath can serve as a quiet anchor, a safe harbor in the storm of thoughts and emotions. When the mind becomes scattered or overwhelmed, returning to the breath brings us home to ourselves, to the here and now. Begin to deepen your connection with this quiet breath. Feel each inhalation nourish you, bringing fresh energy and clarity. Sense each exhalation as a gentle release, a letting go of tension, worry, or distraction. The breath flows naturally, a wave moving through your body, steady and calm. As you continue breathing, notice any thoughts that arise. They may come quickly or slowly, as fleeting images or persistent stories. Instead of engaging with these thoughts, simply observe them as passing clouds drifting across a wide sky. Gently guide your attention back to the breath each time you notice the mind wandering. This practice of returning again and again to the breath is a form of kindness and patience toward yourself. Feel the breath as a bridge between body and mind. With each inhalation, you are more fully alive in your body. With each exhalation, you create space within your mind. This space allows you to witness your experience without getting caught up in it. It is the space of awareness where true presence arises. Imagine your breath as a quiet river flowing through you. The surface may ripple with thoughts or feelings, but beneath lies a steady current that continues without interruption. You can choose to focus on the surface or dive deeper into the calm depths. Each time you return your attention to the breath, you dip into this peaceful current, finding renewal and balance. Reflect on the times when your breath carried you through difficult moments, sudden shock, intense emotion, or challenging situation. Perhaps you noticed how simply breathing deeply helped you regain composure and clarity. This simple tool is always available, a refuge you can access anytime, anywhere. Notice how the breath connects you to life itself. It is the first movement you made at birth and the last you will make at the end. Between these two moments, the breath sustains you continuously. This profound connection reminds you that you are alive, present, and part of the vast rhythm of existence. Allow your breath to become softer, quieter, and more subtle. Feel the delicate sensations at the tip of your nose or in the gentle expansion of your chest. These small details anchor you more deeply into the moment. The quiet breath invites you to slow down, to rest, and to simply be. As you breathe, cultivate a sense of gratitude for this breath, the steady rhythm that supports your life without pause. With each inhalation, thank the breath for bringing fresh vitality. With each exhalation, thank it for carrying away what no longer serves you. If you become aware of any tension or tightness in your body, breathe into those places with compassion. Imagine the breath flowing directly to these areas, softening and releasing constriction. Feel how your body responds, becoming more relaxed and at ease. Think now of the breath as a teacher. It teaches you about presence by always being here. Now, it teaches you about impermanence through its constant changing rhythm. It teaches you about acceptance by inviting you to receive whatever arises without resistance. Allow this awareness to deepen. You are not your thoughts or emotions, you are the observer, the space in which these arise and pass away. The breath is your anchor in this spacious awareness. Imagine now carrying this quiet breath with you beyond this meditation. In moments of stress or distraction, remember to return to this anchor. A few conscious breaths can bring you back to calm, clarity, and centeredness. Feel how this simple practice nurtures your resilience and well-being. The breath is always there, a gentle reminder of your inner strength and peace. As this meditation comes to a close, begin to bring your attention back to your body and the room around you. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the feeling of support beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if you wish. Take a final deep breath, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes gently when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm and clarity of the quiet breath. May it be your steady anchor through all the moments of your life. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful presence. Notice the rhythm of your breath flowing in and out with ease. Feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nose, filling your lungs fully and slowly. Pause for a moment at the peak of your inhale, then release the breath gently and completely. Through your mouth, with each exhale, feel your body soften further. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, your hands rest lightly by your sides. Sense the natural rise and fall of your chest or belly, grounding you fully in the present moment. Now imagine a vast, clear sky stretching endlessly above you. There are no clouds, no shadows, just an open expanse of brilliant blue. The sky is calm, pure, and spacious, filled with light and freedom. It holds everything with gentle acceptance, yet remains untouched by the passing weather below. The clear sky does not cling to the shapes or colors that drift through it. It simply is, vast and open beyond measure. Consider the nature of your mind as similar to this clear sky. Thoughts, emotions, sensations arise like clouds, sometimes dense and heavy, sometimes light and fleeting. They move across the mind's surface, changing shape and color, coming and going without permanence. Yet beneath these shifting patterns lies a vast openness, a space that remains unaffected by whatever passes through. This space is your mind's true nature, clear, spacious, and free. As you continue to breathe calmly, allow yourself to rest in this awareness of the mind's nature beyond thought. Notice how thoughts appear and dissolve like clouds drifting across the sky. There is no need to follow or resist them. Simply observe their passing. With each breath, feel more connected to the spaciousness beneath the surface. Reflect on how often the mind becomes entangled in thoughts, worries, or plans. This constant mental activity can feel overwhelming, like a storm of clouds obscuring the clear sky. Yet the sky itself is never disturbed. remains the vast, steady background. In the same way, your true mind remains untouched by the fluctuations of thought and emotion. Invite yourself to rest in this clarity. Imagine your awareness expanding to fill the open sky within. Let go of the need to control or fix your experience. Allow whatever arises to be present without judgment or attachment. The clear sky embraces all weather, sunshine, rain, wind without preference or resistance. Feel the freedom that comes with resting in this spacious awareness. Without the chatter of the mind dominating your attention, you can experience a profound sense of peace and clarity. This space is always available, a refuge within you where you can find calm and balance. If distracting thoughts arise, gently return your attention to the image of the clear sky and the rhythm of your breath. There is no rush or effort needed. Simply come back softly whenever you notice your mind wandering. Consider how connecting with the mind's true nature can transform your experience of daily life. When you recognize that thoughts are temporary and the spaciousness beneath them is constant, you become less reactive and more present. Challenges lose their power to overwhelm, and moments of joy become fuller and more vibrant. Allow gratitude to arise for this inner openness. Appreciate the mind's capacity to be both alive with activity and deeply still. This balance is the source of wisdom, creativity, and compassion. As this meditation gently comes to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your body and surroundings. Notice the sensations in your hands and feet, the contact of your body with the surface beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if it feels good. Take one last deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale completely. Open your eyes softly when you feel ready. Carry with you the calm clarity of the clear sky, the spacious nature of your mind beyond thought. May this awareness guide you through all moments with peace and freedom. Thank you for sharing this time of mindful presence and insight.